Has the budget been able to meet the growth aspirations of the industry and the economy? Also, has it been able to create situations for improving employment? Joining us now is Mr. Sunil Munjal and Ankur Bhatia. Thanks for being with us, gentlemen. Mr. Munjal, if I could ask you, how do you see the budget in terms of pushing that momentum for growth, which has been under some level of cloud?
I actually said this in the morning. The finance minister is one of the smartest political leaders we have in this country. And the challenge was to balance growth, inflation, and the deficit. He's done a pretty reasonably good job, actually, of all of these, if you see. He has touched upon almost all of the reform agenda that industry has been talking about, some with actual action, some saying it will get addressed during the year. That bit is not clear how and when it will get addressed. But the big things like GST, direct tax code, etc. were mentioned directly. He's also done a couple of other things, in the sense increasing focus on infrastructure, increasing focus on agriculture, especially the storage, warehousing, cold chain, etc., which is certainly valuable for us as a nation.
Uncle, for your sector, how do you see the development? Travel, hospitality, again a great employment generator.
Yeah, I mean, it is a great employment generator, and it's a bit unfortunate the budget has actually not looked into it in that particular light. They've actually added service tax on hospitality, which will actually gain up and mount the taxes, indirect taxes, to nearly 17% on a hotel room. It is also added, made the service tax in parity of domestic travel on higher classes with international travel. So I think both these two things are actually just adding costs for a traveler, in country. The problem is that we've got neighboring countries which actually look at this sector as a large sector for them, for Thailand, Dubai. Reason, and it makes us as more uncompetitive, in this particular marketplace. Our group is investing into hospitality. I mean, hotels are going to roll out from this year onwards, and this was least expected to add more taxation. In fact, we're looking at more relief to make it more competitive. But it's just a matter of fact that we have to realize that our country has great potential. It's just to grow. When the flower's growing, you don't sort of want to stem it.
True. So one of the issues which has been placed at the Prime Minister's level also is deepening the debt markets.
Yes.
To ensure that you have funds available. Correct. Do you see any movement on that?
Only one, actually two, and these are always welcome. As you said, this is one of our crying needs in this nation, is to strengthen and deepen the debt market. Which has been our weakness. Incidentally, even our capital markets, if you see, our equity markets, relative to most other large markets, do not have enough depth, which is why you see sometimes this fluctuation when the FIIs move monies in or out of India. You see these sharp movements.
True. Because the base is very narrow.
The base is very narrow, and clearly, I think with some of the expected changes this year, especially with the company law, the new bill encourages more companies to register, to list, if it makes it easier and not more difficult, as some of us have had an issue with the draft which has been put out, by the way, both with the DTC and the company law. And I hope before they get implemented, they would undergo the changes which industry has been asking for, because industry is the actual user of these.
Thank you for being with us today.
Thank you.